As promised, we've got Emirates Lions forwards and lineouts coach Barend Pieterse and prop forward JP Smith. We've got them for 10 minutes, guys, before we release them for lunch. So if we can have a raise of hands, please, to see who'll ask the first question, and we'll take it from there. Thank you. Ashfaq.
Thank you, Naiso. How's it, guys? Um, Barend, yeah, such a difficult, tricky start to the season. You had so many close losses, and the guys finally pulled it through. It must be a great relief after such a victory.
Yes, Ashok, it was. I mean, yeah, it was all the games was. I mean, there's a few points in it, and obviously we felt all the other games. I mean, it could have gone anyway, but luckily, I think the most important thing is that we got points out of those games. And if you look at the log now, I mean, those 4 points that we got out of that first three games, that's like an extra win for us. So yeah, that was very important for us.
Over the years, Barend, the Lions always almost like it's so near and yet so far. There's been so many close losses over the 2 seasons of URC. Do you think this is now going to be finally sort of a turning point, that you can actually maybe contend for even a home playoff once you? I know touring is always difficult for South African teams and the conditions and all of that, but this can now really give you proper momentum going forward.
Yeah, we hope so. That is the plan. So, look, I mean, the guys are really working hard, and conditions isn't easy over here. But I mean, it's the same for both teams. I mean, we both have to train in the wet and go out early, go out in the dark, come back in the dark. So, it is the same for both teams. But like I said, the effort and everything and the off-field work that the guys are doing at the moment. Hopefully that's going to show the results on this weekend for us.
Just one more from me, Barend. What do you think is the difference this time around? Is there something in particular that you guys have done differently to have gotten over the line last weekend, and what do you hope to continue against Ulster?
I think the big thing that we spoke about during the past 3 weeks or 4 weeks is just a little bit more calmness when we get into the scoring zone, and obviously just I think work rate in general from us wasn't as good as we wanted it in that first few games. And if you look at this last game, I think the work rate, every individual worked a hell of a lot, worked very hard. So that I think that those were the 2 points that we addressed this whole competition so far, and in this last game, it just came together for us.
Ashfaq, thanks very much. Morgan, your hand is up.
Thanks, Janisa. Hi, Barend. Hi, JP.
Hi, Morgan.
Barend, getting a win against the Scarlets is one thing, and it's fantastic for the momentum and the self-belief in the team. But this week, it's all about backing that performance up. And also, at Ravenhill is a different toffee to chew on. Are there any plans, or are you guys looking at just implementing those basics to perfection?
Yeah, we need to make sure our basics is good. We know, or most of the guys know, the environment that we're going into. If you look at the weather outside, it's cold, it's raining. The stadium will be sold out again. It's going to be a harsh environment. I think everyone is ready for what they can, for what I think we can expect. And we just have to keep it basic. I mean, it doesn't help against a classy team like Ulster. We try and go do funny things and play from our own try line and all that sort of thing. So I mean that's simplicity and keeping it simple is genuine key for us.
And JP, if I could just switch to you, a team of quality like Ulster, with their conditions, the cold, the wet, and that, it's going to be a lot of grunt from you guys up front to come into play, and I'm sure you're looking forward to that.
Yes, no, definitely. It's always a challenge, especially, I mean, Ulster away or home is always a challenge. They've got a very good forward pack. They've got a lot of depth in their squad. So the maul in the scrum was always a challenge. So now we're looking forward to it. We've got a plan ahead. For us, it's just as individuals, just to stick to the plan and make as less mistakes as we can. Then we will be fine.
Thanks, Barend. Thanks, JP.
Pleasure.
Cool. Thanks, Morgan. Any other questions, guys? I don't see any hands. Walter and then Ashbak again.
Yeah, just from my side, Barend, as far as the forwards go, I think the Lions are doing very well. The scrums are really going well, but in the last two matches, the lineouts seem to be a little bit of a concern. Is there any comments you have for us on that?
Yeah, I think the last game there was one or two overthrows. But you mean, I mean, you're always going to play against quality sides. So I mean, like I say to the guys, always, if you get 15 out of 15 or 10 out of 10, I mean, that's always a bonus. Everything we know where the mistakes were, and I mean, it was all in our hands at least. That's the best part of everything. So so far so good for us. We're really lucky in our set piece that, I mean, we get a good base at the moment from the scrums, and yeah, that we have to keep on working to make our things better. And like I said, everything, all the mistakes that was made was all in our hands, and it's not because of we were outclassed or anything like that. So that's always a good thing for us to know.
Okay, and then one for JP. JP, I don't know if you are aware of this, but it was your 40th match for the Lions last Saturday. So you've got 10 to go to 50, and it's your second season with the Lions, but you've basically, before your injury, established yourself as the number one loose head. How do you enjoy your time with the Lions still, and what are your prospects looking forward?
No, look, I honestly, obviously enjoyed my time here. I've been lucky enough to play a fair few games, and I'm looking personally just to get back into the team, getting what's the word, confidence and form back. Form is the word, and hopefully I can get back in there soon. But at the moment we've got good depth, as you know. Dre's also injured, and we've got a lot of depth coming in. So the guys are doing their jobs there. So wherever I'm needed at the moment, I'm happy to just do my job there.
Thanks, Walter. Ashbak, you want to go again?
Ja, thanks ja. So JP sê vir ons man, na nederlaag 1 punt, 2 punte, 5 punte en nou wen julle by 1 punt. Het die guys regtig geparty na die game?
Kyk, ja, net van die ouens, jy moet dit maar lig hou op. Van die ouens doen dit, maar ons het ook 'n balans in die span wat ons weet wanneer om te doen en wanneer om nie om te doen nie. Maar soos ek sê, vir my is dit regtig as ek het nou die eerste 3 games nie gekyk nie, maar laas naweek byvoorbeeld, ek sal eerlik sê ons is seker by 50-60% op ons potensiaal, en as 'n mens games kan ek noem dit, if you win ugly, dan lyk dinge goed, verstaan. So die ouens het nooit opgegee nie. So ek voel baie positief oor die seisoen wat voor lê.
En net laasens op die Ulster se veld, hulle daai 4G of die 3G pitch, Jake het gepraat van die Bulls, hulle het 'n bietjie gesukkel met die oppervlak. Vir jou, veral in die scrums, hoe voel jy oor dit?
Ja, dit is 'n adjustment, maar ons het al 'n paar keer daarop geskram. So jy daar op 'n normale graspitch is al redelik baie give. So dis baie belangrik om jou voete op die regte plek op die heat te sit. Anders gaan die krampies op, jy gaan overextended wees. So is daai balans om daai spasie te vind, maar ons sal dit vandag uitsort.
Yes, dankie ons.
Fantastic. Thanks, Ashbak. I don't see any other hands, guys. Can we take one more? Or are we happy?
Oh, good. Thanks, Anissa.
We'll take one from Anami and then we'll close.
Thank you, guys. Hi, everyone. You guys are probably not the right people to ask this question, but with Nuhamba doing his thing this weekend, playing with Mornay, is this the emergence of a new halfback combo for you guys?
Well, look, I think in that sense, he has covered 10 in the past as well. So it depends on, obviously, I think what game we want to play on the day, and how Ivan sees the team on the day as well. But I mean, in both players, I think we're lucky we get something else from everyone. But he did very well for us this weekend. So he gets the ball going. So if we want to play a running game, that is obviously a guy that we will go to. But again, like I said, I think both players has their own strengths.
Thank you and good luck for this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anime. Colleagues, thank you very much for your time. Barend, JP, enjoy your lunch and all the best for Friday night.
Dankie Sam.
Julle.
Thanks guys.
Bye-bye.
Geniet.
Thank you.
Dankie.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers, guys.